Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Wentz. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Go. 120.
Check. Walk 54. It's going to be a long day.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
First down at the 41-yard line.
Sunday.
Come on, the ball.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's get off the field. Out.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 41-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 280.
Fight forward. Here we go, G. Here I come.
Now this time, Wentz will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here, shift.
Check right 54.
Working from the gun. Wentz. Aguilar has it. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Spill.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Joker.
Sunday. Hey, seam 6.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
Here we go. 180. Sunday.
Kill.
The great 57.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Done. 180. Lefty.
I got you.
Done.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Elliott running right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
First down, and it's Pollard again. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz completes it to Corey Grant. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
I'm bringing it to you.
Mike 48, Mike 48.
Hey, rip on two, on here.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Prescott from the gun on third. Cooper's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Prescott on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb. As the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
5-9, 5-9.
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
A final shot before half for Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 24, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Wentz now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Son, since the outlaw. Watch it, I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Solid. Recon, 132, 500.
On second down, it's Scott. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They will run with Grant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. And And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to rifle one. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys are able to regain the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
Last stop. Last stop.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Pollard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start to... And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Now Forbath for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 65 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to Sanders on first down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. It's a second down run with Sanders. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Grant. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
And Jeffrey's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. On first down, Sanders. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll run. It's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Time to go, night, night.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start the drive with Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here we go, going to 54. Why?
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Throwing here, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Check 53. Hey, let's get in them holes.
A first down carry by Elliott. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he cuts it back right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from